We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Dragons of Tokyo taking on the Denver Broncos. The final 2-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway Week 17 here on this New Year's Eve. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. When you look at this defense, they were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Williams. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go, 47. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54.
Here's Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. The Broncos looking for a 5th win of the season in this one. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. This looks like a free play for Prescott. They go back to the ground with Williams. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Following the penalty, it's Williams. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Complete to Dorsett. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On play action, Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Andre Cisco.
And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
At their own 9-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. There he goes, right side. And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. Give him 42 yards on the ground. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Love. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You look at this Bronco defense.
They come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game, because they are facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means this is going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. On play action. Love to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 25-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards.
Down. Back.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Quick. Yellow.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he stopped immediately there. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left.
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Hey, left.
On third down, Love. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Dragons go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking to themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into a great position where his quarterback felt confident enough to challenge the coverage and threw it his way. What a big-time play right there, both by the quarterback trusting him and by him going up and getting it.
From his end zone is Byron Pringle. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Up the middle, it's Williams. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Second and 7.
Here we go, 46, 46. Here we go, 46.
Prescott to throw it. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On third down, here's Williams. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defensive. You know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. And that one a 55-yard punt, 13 on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Black Ultra.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 93 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Another good carry there for the NFL's second leading rusher. And we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
But I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's first or second or even third in the league in rushing yards. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Here we go. Step. Hey, go Fury. Check Fury. Steal. Black.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
At the 40-yard line.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. But not many guys who can blow up plays like Chase Young. He did it again there.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Jack Campbell in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Broncos nothing.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First down and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Yellow, go.
Play fake. Here's Love. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Black shot. Roster, 6. Yellow, blue.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. And Love is going to slide down and pick up the first. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That was Terrell Bernard navigating his way to the backfield and dropping him for a loss.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Throwing. Love. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back, because they understand you can only get to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And the lead will hold at 10. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
No gain on the play. It's fourth down.
They run. It's Williams. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down.
That was fourth and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't fourth and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations 4th and 3, 4th and 4. That's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
It certainly is. Not everyone dove in on that one. In today's NFL, this is a passing down. All right, this is not a running down. That takes a lot of guts to call that play and even better execution.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
It's caught by Mike Evans. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Broncos, nothing.
Second and 10. Play action now. Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Tariq Castro-Fields showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a fourth down. Ryan Santoso now in a high-pressure spot. This will be from 49 yards out. Up and good for Santoso. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Down and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Ready.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Now a 2nd and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Yellow, line it.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 128 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And he's going to get this inside the 30. All told, they get 13 yards on that play. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his 1st sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
They'll fake the jet sweep there. Instead, hand to Jacobs up the middle. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st down, Dragons.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, 1st guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers, or a quick slant or something like that.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
Gano's kick is good, and they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
This is 1st and 10.
We're going to 54. Wide eight. Then we're going to 53.
Prescott.
Pressure comes, and down he goes.
Jack Campbell in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
Now Dak. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
If this offense can't get it done, they'll think back to just a few plays and say to themselves, this was a winnable game and we let it get away. Still a chance to save it, but time's definitely running out.
Here now, 3rd down. Now Prescott. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
Gotta avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long.
47. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Wide eight.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
2 timeouts remaining, but time is of the essence. Down 2 scores. It's 1st and 10.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Hey, 47. Work it, hey. Go, get out there.
Here's Prescott.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Dak.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. To throw, Prescott.
And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Here's 1st down.
Under.
Here's Prescott.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it.
Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Charles, in these lower scoring games, you know it better than anybody. Points are at such a premium, but taking care of the football is king. They played turnover free from whistle to whistle, and they come through with a victory.
Yeah, and that's what won them the game, because even doing it that way, being that clean partner, they weren't able to really run away with this game. So that tells us just how important it was to make sure you played mistake-free football. That led to the victory.
So for Tokyo, they get a critical 10th win up.